Hey, it's James Raby. We have to say something here, but I don't want to say much. Thanks for listening to the Y105 FM Early Morning Show Radio On Demand podcast. Love you. In Milwaukee bars over the weekend and last night, they banned customers from wearing Jeffrey Dahmer costumes. Not all of them. Not all the bars. But a lot of them said, it's not like other costumes of serial killers. Because people are literally fanboying and fangirling Jeffrey Dahmer. Like they're talking about how cute and adorable he is and how neat he was and blah, 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 blah. They said, we're just, no. We don't want to put patrons in the situation where they would have to see or relive something that they had to truly experience. So in Milwaukee, there are a bunch of bars that said no. And I think that's cool. I personally don't understand the weird adulation of Jeffrey Dahmer. It's like, what? I don't know. Maybe somebody can explain it to me, all right? It's Y105 FM's Early Morning Show.
This is Y105
105 FM's Early Morning Show. My name is James Raby, and we're going to see a sun and 71 today for great corn's sake. It's awesome. 44 right now, post-Halloween. Here is the montage of things that happened in this specific year that I want you to identify so you can win 2 passes to Marcus Theaters.
Blast from the past.
Natalie was going to be busy with her family, so I had a choice. I could either stalk her or plan a little getaway.
The Los Angeles Lakers have made it 3 straight NBA championships.
Guess the year.
All right, so we got a movie, a TV show, and some sports thing that happened in this year. Any takers? 507-292-1053. 507-292-1053. Let's hear those clues again.
Blast from the past.
Natalie was going to be busy with her family, so I had a choice. I could either stalk her or plan a little getaway.
The Los Angeles Lakers have made it 3 straight NBA championships.
Guess the year.
A hilarious movie, a USA Network show, and again, some sports thing. Not sure what. 507-292-1053 if you know what year those things happened. 507-292-1053. Let's see if we can get a winner ASAP.
This is Y105 FM. You see the Christmas tree light up in New York City every December. Now experience it for yourself. It's BSB and me in NYC. We'll fly you to New York City to hang with the Backstreet Boys in New York.
Hi, we're the Backstreet Boys.
Airfare, hotel, and $500 spending cash. Imagine your 2022 Christmas memories. Snap a pic with the fellas, and you're off to Radio City Music Hall for the Christmas Spectacular. Listen weekdays for your codes to enter to win, courtesy of BMG Records at 9 a.m., 2 p.m., and 5 p.m. on Y105 FM, Rochester's best variety.
Hi, I'm Mayor Kim Norton. During the
Blast from the past.
Natalie was going to be busy with her family, so I had a choice. I could either stalk her or plan a little getaway.
The Los Angeles Lakers have made it 3 straight NBA championships.
Guess the year.
Like I said, what we got with it says we got a great movie, a great TV show, and then some sports thing. Hey, it's Y105 FM. Name that year.
2002.
That is absolutely correct. Who are you?
Amy.
Amy, congratulations. How did you know that?
I Googled when did the Lakers win three championships.
Nice. So you knew the sport thing, and I had no idea what the sport thing was. That is awesome. Very cool. A pair of passes for you from Marcus Theaters waiting for you at the front desk. This is Y105 FM's Early Morning Show.
Wherever.
Did you keep track of your trick-or-treaters last night? How many did you get? Anyone have some kind of record, like 300 or something? Love to hear about it. It's 507-292-1053. Right now I want to hear about what you got. If you were out trick-or-treating, what's the strangest thing that was in your bag or your kid's bag? 507-292-1053. It's the Y105 FM Early Morning Show. And Susie, what'd your kid get?
You know those, roses that you can get at the gas station?
Yeah.
Like the fake roses?
Uh-huh.
Somebody bought a bunch of those because they were like $1 back then. Bought a bunch of those and gave them out to the kids. Little did they realize that they weren't like the normal fake roses that are like silk and stuff like that. They were actually lingerie roses.
No.
Like, it's like a underwear that is like red, silky underwear or lacy underwear that's rolled up to look like a rose.
That is just too fantastic. Susie, thanks for sharing that, and have a great day at work. It is the Y105 FM Early Morning Show. Speaking of work, just before 8 o'clock, we kick off the 8 a.m. All Music Hour, a fantastic way to make sure your 8 and 9 o'clock are just the best ever. Now, we got a student on the phone. It's Eleanor. Oh, my friend's daughter, Eleanor. Hey, sweetheart, what'd you get for Halloween?
I got a bunch of candies that I liked, and also while I was trick-or-treating, I saw my friends and my very, very, very tall teacher. So we were allowed to wear our costumes to school as long as it didn't have a mask. They can't wear a mask. But my cousin Maylee, her costume is a mask and only a mask, but she brought it to school anyway.
Uh-huh.
There was only one person in the entire school who was telling her about the no mask rule.
Maybe they're just worried about kids running into things. It's hard to see out of some of those masks. So anyway, Eleanor, thank you so much for calling. It is Y105 FM's Early Morning Show. Coming up in the Y105 FM Early Morning Show News Minute, you can start voting directly today. How to do that? Coming up next.
This is Y105.
Absentee direct balloting for the November 8th election begins today in Olmsted County. Good morning. I'm James Raby. It is the Y105 FM Early Morning Show. You're not going to believe the forecast. Rain and something you're going to love, too, in just about 60 seconds. Early direct balloting allows in-person voters to insert their ballots directly into the ballot tabulator at the early voting election site. Voters also retain the option of placing their absentee ballot into an envelope and having it counted on the night of the election. See way more on the Y105 FM app. Also on our app this morning, in Faribault, a woman was injured in a crash involving a semi. Rochester police have ID'd the suspect in weekend shooting, and no one won the big Powerball money last night, but there were 5 $50,000 winners in Minnesota. The jackpot now climbs to an estimated $1.2 billion for the next drawing Wednesday. And the rabies shot. California police recently arrested a doughhead for disorderly conduct and other things. So he took his mugshot in his Halloween costume. He was dressed. This is just so great. As a Fireball cinnamon whiskey bottle. Fireball. Oh, Mr. Worldwide, you got some explaining to do. Y105 FM weather for today. Beautiful. Sunny and 71. Mostly clear and 49 tonight. And then tomorrow, here's the surprise. 76 for a high. Yes, 76 tomorrow. What? And sunny. It's just going to be beautiful. Just beautiful. And then by the weekend, lots of rain. But we need rain, so that's okay. Right now, it is 43. And on the way, the most unusual trick-or-treat item might have been the roses that were really underwear, sexy underwear. But how about the most unusual food item? Well, that is coming up in 12 minutes. And yes, it was in a fancy part of Rochester here on the Y105 FM Early Morning Show.
Weird that my daughter got trick-or-treating last night.
All right, cool. What'd she get?
Cheesecake.
Was this a house that was out of food, you think, or out of candy?
Well, it was in a rich neighborhood, big house, and the guy was outside with a cooler handing out just cheesecake.
I love it. That is fantastic.
Yeah, it was very different, but
was it
to each their own, I guess.
Was it good cheesecake?
It was. I ate it right away, of course. So.
Of course you did. That's so great. Did we get their name? I think that was Danielle. Yeah, and that would be Charlie. Charlie, cheesecake. Cheesecake is a brilliant thing. A guy just sitting out there, and if you have dogs that are triggered by doorbells, it's great to sit out there, put the fire pit out, sit next to the fire pit. No one rings the doorbell then. Of course, people come out, and maybe the dog's a little freak out about that. But anyway, that's pretty unusual, but brilliant. Brilliant. Really good cheesecake. What mom wouldn't want that? What dad wouldn't want that? What anyone wouldn't want that? I had to do a quick check of the weirdest things people get for Halloween, put the thing out on our app, and received I used to get hotel toiletries and Mary Kay samples from one home. Jenna 45 says, live goldfish, not even in plastic bags. They just dumped fish into our bags. Okay, that can't be true, Jenna. That's just awful. Scrolling through for stuff that came in on the Y105 FM app. This is just wild. Darian says, a pack of cigarettes for my dad, who was with me. That must be a neighborhood where everyone knows each other, right? Let's see. Cindy got a small plank of wood. A small plank of wood? Seriously? Josie picked up a Christmas crossword puzzle. Oh, that's exciting. Well, maybe it was fun. I don't know. What I know. And this is good. Pamphlets about why Halloween was a celebration of Satan. Thank you for that, Aaron. I know some people believe that, and that's fine, but that's an odd thing to give a kid. There are three more, but we gotta take a break because we got to get to the 8 a.m. All Music Hour, and we'll continue with these weird things you're telling me people have handed out to you, your kids, whatever, on the Y105 FM app. If you'd like to join in with that, the weirdest thing you ever got trick-or-treating, just hit chat on the Y105 FM app and get ready. That 105 minutes of commercial-free music is coming up.
How can a lawyer running to...
It was the 31st anniversary of the storm, the Halloween storm of 91. Big mess. Lots of stuff went down. And I asked you, hey, what are your memories of that? And Sue said, our 2-year-old twins, when we were living in St. Louis Park, Minnesota, I made their costumes and I didn't care if it snowed. They were going out to trick or treat. And then she shared a picture of them. And you got to check out the Y105 FM app for all these stories, but also for a picture of those two little cutie bugs. Oh, in teeny tiny costumes because they're teeny tiny kids. Kevin Hamill said, on a small dairy farm in rural Viola, started as rain, turned colder, ice covered power lines, collapsed power poles, ran this tractor and portable generator for 3 days continuously for electricity. Gave my teenage kids a lifetime memory. And then he shows the tractor, which is exactly the kind that my sweetie pie dad had. That's amazing. Think of that. 3 days running those two things. Susan said, all the dads in the neighborhood took the kids trick-or-treating on sleds while the moms stood by hot fire pits and handed out hot toddies and hot cocoa for the dads and kids. The next morning, we all snuggled in together since everything was closed. Once the snow slowed and the neighbors came out together to help everyone clear driveways, build snow forts and snowmen. Only fond memories of that day. I love that. Heartwarming stuff is great. Darla said, funniest weekend ever in West Concord. We went along with our costume party plan via candlelight. Beer stayed cold without coolers. We were without power for just under 24 hours. Cars slid by the driveway and had to turn around. We have great video, but no pics. If you want to see all of them, there's more than 30 stories on the Y105 FM app. It is really, some of it's treacherous, some of it is heartwarming, some of it's just plain hilarious about how to keep your beer cold. You're listening to Y105 FM's Early Morning Show.
This is Y105.
In BSB and me in NYC on Y105 FM with BMG Music. We want to send you to New York to meet the Backstreet Boys. You get $500. It's a fantastic prize package. You can find out all about it on Y105 FM's app, but make sure you're listening at 2 o'clock. Michelle has the next chance for you to win. Here on the Y105 FM Early Morning Show, it is time for Rabies Shots. And there's an infidelity survey that went out, and 54% of people say they have never been cheated on. You lucky ducks. 20% of people say they have cheated on a partner. I did in high school. Does that still count? I feel terrible about it still. And 12% of people would cheat on their partner if they were certain they would never get busted. Okay, that 12%, you doughheads. You just straight up doughheads. Why, if you're not happy with the person you're with, why are you with them? Cut them loose so they can find someone cool. And in California, police recently arrested a doughhead for disorderly conduct and other things which weren't listed in the report. He got all dressed up in his Halloween costume, looking good, out to have a good time. And apparently he is a big fan of the song Fireball, because he was wearing his Fireball whiskey costume and got arrested for disorderly conduct, drunkenness, and such. $45 costume. Says, Halloween is all about letting your wildest dreams come true. So this year, become a human-sized bottle of Fireball. You're welcome. Yes, sir. You're welcome, doughhead. It is Y105 FM's Early Morning Show.
This is Y105.
Hey, it's James Raby. Thank you so much for listening to the Y105 FM Early Morning Show Radio On Demand podcast. I hope you'll subscribe and tune in Monday through Friday between 6 and 10 for more fun than you can shake a stick at.